Apparently my name is Last Lion. Thank you, Rockstar's autocorrect. Hey Jet, what's up? Not much, I was a storm. Knocked out my power and my cable and internet. So just got everything back about 5 hours ago. Hey Narok, what's up? I got power back before I got my internet back. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed Origins. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I don't know why I didn't start it before now. I'm gonna get Rockstar back. Okay, we're up. I see you muted yourself. He muted himself.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm trying because. Okay, all right. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
What? What'd you do now?
I didn't do anything. I went on the Twitch app on my Xbox, so I can, as I always do when we're doing this, and it
Yeah.
kept saying like an error has occurred, and now it's doing it again. It just signed me
Weird.
out. What the fuck is going on?
Everything.
I'm checking Xbox support. What the fuck is going on? I swear it's probably on there. And
I don't know, at least you had power and internet through this whole thing.
right, yeah, no, it's 2 hours ago. Why is it affecting me now?
Who knows?
All right, well, I can't fucking. I literally was playing all fucking day, no problem. And now it's just like, fuck you.
No internet is essentially dying of boredom. You're not wrong.
Shit, I was fucking prepared. I
mean,
charged. I charged my fucking source.
I had my Switch and I was reading my book, so I was fine.
Like I had books, I had my portable DVD player all charged up. And I got a shit ton of movies.
Speaking of Switch things, real quick, I finally got around to playing the Oninami demo. It's a lot of fun. Even without internet, just playing my Switch and reading. Yeah, I mean, same.
Alright, well, I can't fucking look at anybody asking questions.
Rip.
Because if I do it
Can
on
you
my
get it
app
on
on
your
my
phone?
well, if I do, it's gonna bring the audio from into my ears. It's gonna be like I'm gonna hear you echoing.
Okay, you can mute the stream on your phone. Oh yeah, smoke detector's going on. That's why you'll hear.
How?
Reading? What's that? Yeah, right. When you open the stream, if you click the player, it should give you an option for you to double check that before you actually.
Hold on,
do
an
it.
ad's going. Hold on. No, that's share.
Yeah, you're gonna hear my smoke detector because it's being stupid again. I need a new battery.
Okay, I only have it open as the chat open.
Yeah, that's
we're good. Okay. Narok, you're here. How many times have I live streamed solo and I don't see your name pop up?
Yeah, you are not gonna let that go, are you?
I am not, because I would have fun. Because I streamed for 2.5 hours and no one fucking watched it. And I got paid.
Excuse me, I was there.
No, not yesterday. The other day.
Oh, yeah, I was at work. I'm normally at work when you stream.
No, I think it was at D&D, so it was just a bad day. Okay.
Jet said he shows up and it's offline.
What time do you show up, Jet? because like I haven't seen it. All right, I've given up on my Xbox for right now.
Yeah, Narok, you've been having trouble getting notifications for anything.
That's another reason why I think. Yeah, I
Plus,
mean,
normally he just lurks. He doesn't really talk all that much.
right, right. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm only on the Xbox. I don't have fancy stuff like Blast over here. I don't have fancy computers yet. So, I mean, I've been playing a lot of I mean, you missed it last night in Iraq. I used to Discord for my notifications. I do put it under the promote
But it
on.
doesn't tag him. It
Ah,
I think Jet and a lot of
Hello there.
people. Chimera, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my friend.
yes,
Jet and a lot of people usually only look at Discord when they're tagged. So when it
right,
pings them,
right.
me and Jet's cast normally don't talk unless I'm threatening some asshat before he gets banhammered. I mean, you're not wrong.
So, I mean, Vlast watched me stream last night during the storm because I still had power. I think the only major damage that happened was my mailbox fell over.
We had a couple transformers blow, and then one of the trees fell over and knocked out the cable line. So that's why we had no cable.
Damn.
It's fun. Lots of fun.
That's fun. I mean, I had a lot of twigs in my yard. I mean, it felt like I was at work all day. God, it was like a strobe effect going on. The lights were flickering so bad. But it was so fucking slow that literally there's only 2 residents got up to go to activities, and we just put a movie on all day. And I just sat in the office and watched
Nice.
Netflix.
Nice. A couple transformers blew because of a storm. I think they either got hit by debris from a tree or hit by lightning. Instead, all of my town's transformers blowing for no reason every number of weeks, every 3 weeks.
Damn.
Wow.
We had that. We had that fucking hurricane. I mean, the Hurricane
I think
Dorian.
are they using refurbished transformers? Is that what's going on?
Nah,
That's
I
what
think
it sounds like.
they're just using sticks. It's
They're
like
just
painted,
using sticks.
and it says Transformers, but it's like written in like paint, and like it's misspelled, and the letters are backwards. Like a 3-year-old wrote it.
No, they're using old Edison filament light bulbs.
They're just using a cardboard box with just drawings on it saying Transformer. There's just somebody inside making beep noises. Beep, beep. I'm done.
Was hanging out the other day and heard a pop the entire town without power for 5 hours. What
Damn.
the fuck?
I mean, I don't know. Like
You're getting installation instructions via Morse code.
beep 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 beep. Beep.
Yes.
Good shit. But anyway, welcome to the Apollicast, everybody.
Post Hurricane Dorian.
Post Hurricane Dorian. Before we begin again, as I said last night, huge shout out and thoughts and prayers to everybody down in the Bahamas and Florida and now North Carolina and even here in South Carolina. You know, like how this devastation happened, because I feel for them down in the Bahamas because I lost my house last year during Florence.
Not like that, you didn't.
I lost like a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, you did lose your house, and I feel bad about that, but they got, like, literally blown to smithereens. Like, there's
True,
nothing left.
I'm not saying like mine was worse. I mean, mine was like a fucking nugget compared to them.
Yeah.
As I'm just saying like I understand. I feel for them. Let's hope this is the last hurricane this year.
Interesting note, a friend of mine actually went on vacation down near a beach where the hurricane went, knowing it was going to happen, just told everyone, man, it'll be alright. And then you had the Jeep that drove onto the beach.
Oh my god, I saw it on the news, and then somebody fucking on Facebook put a listing for it.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, for sale, like a Jeep Cherokee for like $5,000, just washed, might have water damage inside.
Oh my god.
I had that. I mean, like Charleston was fucking flooded as shit. I was watching the news. It was fucking like it looked like the fucking canals in Italy.
Are you going to get a Jeep Beach t-shirt? They're for sale. I mean, maybe just for the memes. Just to say, I was here.
I was there. I don't know. God damn it. Um,
How
but
are you,
anyway,
Sanguine? Welcome back.
anyways, anyway, before we make this into just a story, we should just label this
Did I not save it?
episode 7. Shit, we just talk shit.
Pretty much.
But tonight's episode is something me and Vlas have done.
Only once.
What? No, we've done it a couple times.
Oh yeah, we did it.
We did it 3 or 4 times.
Have we?
Yeah, I mean the first time
Oh,
when I
I
lived
forgot
in.
to turn on chatbot. Shut up, Nurok.
Oh god. The first time when we first ever did it, we did it at the other place. Then we at my house I lost last year, and then we did it at your place, and then
Yeah, that's
so
right.
3 times. 3 times.
I'm getting
We're talking
chatbot. Hold your horses.
we're talking about board games. Pretty much just maybe something if you want to ever set up. These are some fun games we've played at game nights, and it's just a whole bunch of laughs. Because in my opinion, like tabletop games are still relevant. They're so much fun to do. Just get a bunch of friends, get some snacks, get some drinks, and just have fun for hours. I mean, shit. Our last one, I mean, we were there from like what, fucking at your place from
It was
4 to
like 4 until like 10 or something.
almost
Cause
11 o'clock at night. I didn't get
because we all had work the next day. It
right. It was like 11 o'clock at night.
was a lot of fun. We made fried chicken.
It's yeah, fried chicken, mac and cheese. Your niece spilled drinks all over my board game.
Yeah,
That's fine.
she's good at that.
That's fine. I mean, like, I haven't even opened the box yet, but again, if it like gets really,
D&D,
really
Warhammer, D&D, 40K, D&D, anything Game Workshop has touched.
well,
I
Jeff.
mean, you're not wrong.
Well, Jet, we're gonna have some. We're gonna give you some ideas. Maybe you get some ideas of ones. So, hmm, I guess like I guess we can like talk about how it all started
I
for the
mean,
game nights.
it was just a bunch of us from work wanting to do something outside of work.
Right. I had been always with my family wanting to have a game night. We tried doing it years back, and it just never went. We did one, and it never went through. Um, and then I was gonna do one before I started working with Vlas. I wanted to do one with some other coworkers of mine, but they would always say I'm busy. I'm not interested. I can't. I gotta work that night. So I kind of gave up, and then just to kind of tell myself, look, your ass needs to have a game night. So go buy a board game so you're forced to do one. No, Nurok Bashi is not the best board game ever.
Bashi isn't even a board game.
Bashi is, no, I'm just gonna say Bashi is Bashi. Um, so the first board games I bought were Betrayal at House on the Hill, Unspeakable Words, and I already had Cards Against Humanity because I used to bring it Christmas Eve so my cousins and our family could play Cards Against Humanity on Christmas Eve.
Really? Are we
And
having a Bashi debate? Seriously?
we're having a. But all right, you know what? Bashi is banned. Bashi is banned. It's banned for the next 2 hours, less than 2 hours. Um, but yeah, and then shit, what games you had? Didn't you bring some other games over the first night?
I had Werewords. I had the Tiny Epic games, which we never played.
No, we did on the second one. We played the
No, we didn't.
Werewords.
Yeah, we did
We
Werewords. We never did Tiny Epic. What
Wields
else did
modded. Oh, it is now. Wields modded. Sure, yeah. Wields fucking BFG from Doom.
I
And you know
do
what
believe
BFG stands
them's
for?
fighting
Big
birds. Are we having a
fucking
mod
gun.
fight? Having a mod fight?
So, Vlast, out of all the games we've played, what is by far your favorite? Either it's one of mine, one of yours, or one of somebody else's brought.
Okay. Most fun with our group, 5-minute dungeon.
Oh yes, yes. Tell everybody because this one. Okay, if
Yeah,
you're
I actually
Jet,
hold on. It's actually right here.
Jet, if anybody who loves D&D, you will fucking love this
So
game.
so it's not an 18 up game or whatever. It's kind of cartoonish, but it's actually really fun. Yeah, there we go. If I can get in the camera. So it's like you get a hero card, and then you're fighting Rockstar.
No, I'm not fighting Ruster. Good. BFG beats modded
God
sword
damn it.
any day.
So essentially what it is there's crap, it's been so long to explain this shit.
We picked a
We
class.
each get a hero card, and
Mhm.
each hero has like there's a draw pile, discard pile, and each one has a special ability you can play by discarding cards. There's 6 types of cards for each type of attack, say a melee attack, ranged attack, spell attack, and then there's shields and agility too. And each creature has a certain number of things you have to. There it is. I'm not used to pointing things out on this camera, but see, each symbol, you have to match the symbols in order to defeat the creature. And it it's easier once you start playing it. Seriously, it's a lot of fun. It goes really
And yeah,
fast.
and you have to download a free app which has different narrators. Doesn't matter which dungeon you're doing, you can have different narrators. And one of them is the guy from Epic Trailers.
We should all play Deck Quest one day. I have not heard of Deck Quest.
I haven't either. I'm interested though. But yeah, that's probably our favorite was the Epic Trailers guy, John. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up again because I have the app still on my phone.
It's D&D played by random card draws. Oh, nice.
John Bailey is the epic narrator, and it's the funniest shit. And like one of them is like, "I hope you're actually playing the game and not listening to my amazing voice." Ready, 3. But every time we complete a enemy by having the right cards, we have to stop the timer. Select the next one. The timer starts. You have 5 minutes to complete the dungeon, and it's so much fun because everybody's just like flipping through cards and stuff. It's like high intensity. It's so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Um, like I would if anytime Vaseline came over and it was like, "Hey, you want to play 5 minute dungeon?" I'm like, you don't need to ask me twice. Bust that shit out. That's why I still have the app on my phone.
You just like listening to John Bailey's voice.
Not even that. Like the other ones were really good. Before, like we did John Bailey's last.
Yeah, we did. We did do John Bailey's last because we didn't know
We
what it
actually did
was.
every dungeon we did every single one. So it was like epic, spiteful, fearful, dramatic, Scottish, and spooky. We did every single one to kind of just get the experience.
Mobs,
I,
quests, locations, items, players, everything is decided by random card draw. FDM Deck Quest 1. We should do that.
that'd be
It's
fun.
on TTS, I'm like 99% sure. So That'd be
If I get
fun. Could do
if I get
that.
if I can get a laptop soon, I'll definitely join doing that. Well, Vastlin already knows what my favorite one is. None of my favorite board games that I own or he owns. That's the very first one, the game that
It's the
started game night.
betrayal.
Betrayal at House on the Hill. This is a horror themed board game where you pick an adventure and you're exploring a house. Now, unlike regular tabletop games where it's a big board, the house is consisting of tiles that you have to shuffle. So the house is all interchangeable, so massive replayability. So you're exploring this house, gathering items, encountering spooky events, and collecting paranormal items known as omens. Every time you pick up an omen, you have to make a haunt roll with 6 of these dice. If when you make a haunt roll, if the number that you roll has to be equal to or higher than the number of omens on the board, which I think is just easy, but a lot of these dice have blank spaces. If it's equal to or higher than the number of omens, the game keeps going. If it's not, then the haunt begins, and you go to the haunt book, and there's 50 different haunts. So again, massive replayability. And it turns out that one of the players, or all of them, or even none of them, could be a traitor.
Yeah,
So,
it was fun. It was like 4 omens in, and we had the haunt. And it's like, fuck.
What was it? We had the cannibals.
Yeah.
Then the next one, our friend Steph had a phantom with a bomb in the house.
Yeah.
And then the last one we played was the house was being carried by a giant bird, and you and Steph escaped, and me and Dan had a
Yep.
freaking fight.
You two died.
We died because we had to jump out. But it's so much fun. And then I also bought the expansion for it, Betrayal House on the Hill, Widow's Walk, which adds another 51 haunts. So now there's 101 haunts, and adds another level to the house, the attic.
I don't
So
think we
again,
ever made it to the attic.
oh, we did. We've made it to the attic multiple times. And I recently bought for the game because we had a problem. You can get an app on either your iPhone or your Android for character cards.
The Android one was noticeably better.
It was a lot better. I actually went and bought off Amazon. It's actually player cards, and they're a lot better because they actually have like a disc that spins it, so you don't have to use those stupid clips. Shit, there goes my handsome Jack figure. And I bought it, and it came with a set of new dice that are just like green and creepy looking. It was
I
like
thought you
10
bought
bucks.
those separate.
What the die? No, that's the
Yeah.
dice bag.
Oh.
No. This is like betrayal. They're the betrayal dice, so it has like the empty spots, but like they're like a dark green with a yellow, so it's creepy looking.
Oh. Okay. Because
But
I
I
know you
bought
bought
them.
a set of D&D dice.
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
know if that was the same.
no. What Lassen's referring to is I bought a lot of dice. I bought a bag. It's a bag of devouring. It's a Cthulhu themed bag. Has about 150 dice for like D&D and stuff. Just because a lot of the games I have, you have to roll dice. So this way we're not passing out dice. I can just hand people dice, and we can all just use them. It's different colors. Make it more fun. I want to get. There's a spin-off to Betrayal, where it's actually just the origins of the house itself.
Oh, really?
I want to get that for a game night, but I'm waiting because I might get it sooner or later, but I want to wait till we're closer to another game night.
We need to start planning that.
I gotta talk to Steph because she agreed to host it, and then I would take some time off from work, and we just travel down to Charleston.
Yeah. Still have a
'Cause she's got
backpack of D6s, about 3,000 dice.
damn
Wow. Okay, I don't have that many, but I've got like an old metal bucket that's just full of dice.
right. I mean, like I like the bag. I was pissed when I got it because the string was supposed to be purple, but it was pink.
Eh,
But yeah, you saw it. I brought it over. But I like the design on it because it's like a upside down triangle and like pretty much like tentacles and like a mouth coming out. So it's like really Cthulhu themed. So I kind of ignore the pink,
yeah.
but the purple but the picture online showed it was purple. But yeah, it
Oh,
has a bunch.
Rock,
What's
did Jet tell you that I got a Dark Heresy RPG style game, like D&D style? I got the books for it.
Murdoch did Vaseline tell
40k
you?
squads, a 3 set of dice. Wildly unnecessary, but I liked it. Oh, you got it too? Nice.
Murdoch did last tell you he got a Bashi tattoo?
I did not.
Now the other person who got a tattoo was me.
Yeah, Rockstar got a tattoo.
I got my first tattoo. It itches like fucking crazy right now because now it's in the peeling process.
So when do we start? When I get my stupid work schedule straightened out.
Mm-hmm. Should we talk about that one? That got so funny. We played at your place.
Oh, Sheriff of Nottingham?
Yes. Okay. Quick fact. A lot of the board games I own, I've seen on the YouTube channel Geek and Sundry with Will Wheaton's Tabletop, where he has celebrities and they play the game. So a lot of games that I own, I've seen him play, and they look so much fun that I had to get them. So Sheriff of Nottingham is centered around Robin Hood, as so we play as merchants, trying to sell our loot, sell it off and everything. And then each round, one of us is the sheriff, and we can. It's kind of like a bluffing game where we had to. If you're the sheriff, you can either inspect or let somebody go, but you can try to, yeah, I'll let you pass, but I need some gold, so you can pay off the sheriff. But again, it really just depends on the sheriff's mood. But there's like a lot of role playing to it that my character had 6 different fucking
He
names.
did. He kept changing his name.
Because I was trying to build the story, but I was on the fucking spot. I'm like, shit. But it was so much fun. We were all dying laughing.
It was
Oh,
great.
it was such an easy game to learn. And it's so much fun. Like if you're into real role, if you really want to role play, that's a game to do it. Unspeakable Words was one. That was probably the first Will Wheaton video I ever watched because Troy Baker was a guest on it, and I was getting into Troy Baker, and I was scrolling through Troy Baker stuff like Q&As and stuff, and I happened to fall upon it, and I was like, let me check it out. And that's where I got into tabletop. So Unspeakable Words, it's a Cthulhu-based game. It plays just like Scrabble, but it's cards instead of tiles. So every time you make a word, more shit just fell off my bookshelf.
Good job.
I think it was the jack because the stand fell. It's fine. He's fine. He works for Hyperion. He's the head of Hyperion. He's fine. Works like Scrabble. So every time you make a word, you have to roll a 20-sided dice, and depending on the number, how many points that word makes up, you have to roll equal to or higher. If you do, you're safe. If you don't, you lose a sanity marker represented by a little Cthulhu statue. You have 5 to begin with. So it's just pretty much trying to either eliminate everybody whoever scored points. The coolest thing happens if you have 1 sanity marker left, you can make up any word and nobody can question it. Nobody can go against it because you're insane. So you can just make like
And then there was that rule where you had to make a definition for your made-up word.
right. There's like different rules. You can there's optional rules that everybody can agree to, like the Thor rule that if everybody agrees before the game, you can play proper nouns. So like that, I prefer playing that over Scrabble because I've played Scrabble at work. I got paid to play Scrabble at work.
Nice.
And I hate Scrabble because I can think of so many words, but oh shit, I can't put it there because there's another word right under it, and it's going to confuse everybody. So I'd rather play Unspeakable Words because you just put the cards. There's no board. You just put cards down.
And then there's on the side note of Scrabble, I once played Boggle against my friend's mom, It was like my friend was like, my mom's unbeatable at Boggle, and I was keeping up with her until like the very end. She's like, "Wow, you're the only person who's ever gotten this close to me at Boggle," and I'm like, "It's not that hard."
I'm gonna check that out, Nurok. Sorry, I was reading Nurok's comment. I'll check that out, Nurok. I mean, like if you watch like Geek and Sundry, they'd play like games. They're playing like Vampire the Masquerade. They've been doing that. I've watched it.
I need to play that. Some
I I want to get the video game, and I
I
really want
have the
actually.
first one. I'm gonna
And
play it on stream in October.
that's cool.
That's gonna be my October game.
Wasn't gonna be Outlast 2.
No, it's gonna be Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh,
First one.
oh, oh.
Second one's not out yet.
Right, that's the one I want to get because I can't get the first one because it's PC only. This one's actually gonna go to consoles too,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Redemption is the first one. Oh, I have Bloodlines. I don't have Redemption.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. Just kidding. Oh wait. Flash. We mentioned it
But
before the where words. That's your game. Explain that.
so it also requires mobile app. It's a time-based game, but uh, you 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 pass out these little tokens, and nobody knows what the tokens are. And so, God, it's been so long. I know each person has a designated role. Like one person's the mayor of the town, and some people are villagers, and then one person's the werewolf. And the entire I'm running over my headset cable. The entire point of the game is for uh, to guess the word. Like there's a word that nobody knows, and somebody I don't remember who had to guess the word.
I
I don't
think it's.
remember. I think the
I think,
villagers had to guess the word because the mayor knew the word, and werewolf you had to keep the werewolf from guessing the word, or else the werewolf ate the village or something. I don't exactly remember. It's been so long.
I I remember when we played it. Like Steph knew the word, so we had to kind of guess
Yeah,
the word, but she couldn't tell us.
yeah,
She can only kind of say a yes or it was like you can only ask yes or
yeah.
no
Whoever
questions.
whoever knows the word has yes or no tokens, and you basically throw the token at the person who asks the question in reply to their question. So say say the word was mortuary or something. The person asks, does it have to deal with death? And then asks them a yes token. It all the questions have to be phrased in where it can be answered by yes or no answers. Interesting. How hard can I throw the token? Depends on how much you hate the person.
Like if they get really close to it, you're just like fuck you.
And then there's a couple of maybe tokens, which are fun.
Those ones were a fucking bitch. From like, if I were like, is it like, does it have something to do with food? And she put down maybe. I'm like, you, and it had nothing to do with food. I'm like, what the? Because it really, you can just like kind of fuck with everybody.
And then the werewolf can also be the mayor somehow. I don't remember how that happened, but I think that's why Steph was messing with us that entire time, was because she
I
was also the werewolf.
I think so too. I think I'm sorry. I'm kind of like as you're talking, I'm listening and I'm flipping through my game informers, and I think I just found my October game. I'm gonna live stream. I gotta go buy it.
What?
That Blair Witch game.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Because I forgot it came out on 30th, so I'm gonna go
I've
buy
heard
it.
it's good.
I heard is good, but it's been very buggy, so I've been waiting.
Yeah. So has Control on consoles.
Right.
The new
I mean, like
Remedy game,
that, and I'm gonna get
which I
Man
want
of
to get. Man of
Man of.
Medan.
Yep, I'm getting that because the same people who made that game made Until Dawn
Yeah.
PS3, that PS4 exclusive, which I've seen Markiplier play, and I'm like, God, I wish this was on 360 on Xbox One because it's like movie theater quality, like graphics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just kind of flipping through that because getting ideas. Um, what's another game I'm kind of looking up? I mean, we tried playing this game, but you told us to stop because your niece was in the room. Was
Oh,
Epic?
Epic Spell Wars?
I hope Medanis episode was not. I'm very disappointed personally. I think
I think it
how
is episodic,
with
but
Until
it
Dawn with the chapters they did it previously on Until Dawn. So like each chapter they made it kind of like an episode style. So it kind of revealed. It just kind of did a quick thing of what decisions you made. So I think they did the same thing with it. It's not like games like the Walking Telltales, like Telltale games or Life is Strange. So I haven't watched anything about the game because I don't want to know. I really want to like just have a clear head. And similar to our Borderlands 2 thing, I haven't looked at anything except the trailer for that Borderlands 2 DLC, the one that sets up for Borderlands 3.
yeah.
But
I think I'm doing Fox tomorrow. Shit. I have to do it solo now. It's gonna be
that's
fun.
that
I'm not
sucks.
prepared for that.
Fox Den is postponed until further, and just postpone it.
That's what I've been doing the past 3 weeks.
Postpone it indefinitely until like it's postponed until indefinitely until I can figure something out.
That's why I
Or
didn't state why I actually feel the way I stated to avoid spoilers.
I'm trying to think. But yeah, on Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Melee at Murder Mart. This game, my fucking god.
This game is ridiculous. In a
I've
word.
played I played it before I brought it over to the Lass's house with my brother, and he liked it. It's probably one of his favorite board games I own because you pick a wizard. There's different wizard cards. Like fuck, hold on, I'm gonna grab it down so I can read off these wizards because how fucking ridiculous they are.
They and the illustrations are even more ridiculous.
The illustrations look like a fucking 13-year-old drew them up, like on their fucking math book. Actually, I might bring this to New Year's. I might bring this instead of uh, Cards Against Humanity for Christmas Eve. Play with my cousins. So I think they'll get a kick out of it. Okay. And there's different ones. When I went and got this because I wanted it, the first one I ever saw, which was on Wilkins, was Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Battle at Mount Skull's Fire. Then there was this one, and the other one that our friend Steph wanted me to get was the Pleasure Palace. I said,
I'm glad you didn't get Pleasure Palace because I have a feeling it would be even worse than the one you have.
I'm gonna get it. I'm going to buy it.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna find it online. Um, that's kind of funny. It comes with you can put it up. It's a little shroom, like a big mushroom that's like a man-eating mushroom. As you stand it up. But it's all done with cards. Really, it's an easy little game. I forgot about this one. It's the first one I pull up.
Which one?
Mad King Munch, the Nutcracker. It's an actual fucking Nutcracker kicking wizards in the balls. Malice from Weirdo Land. Thonk and Early. Rear Admiral Pat Mahanan, and he's fucking riding a narwhal while flipping you the bird. Lord Dark Lord, the Lord of Darkness, and Kittens.
I think that's the one Steph had.
She did. Embryocus, Archmage of the Future, which is just it's a fetus. Dung Star, the Poo Pope, just dung beetle. Briny Brittany, Terror from the Deep. That's all of them. But this game we didn't really get into it, but I've played it. It's so much fun. You're pretty much making a spell, and you want to try to match the glyphs that are on the bottom of the cards. But half the time, you're just making like the stupidest spells, or make them like make everybody really fucking laugh. Like, hold on, I'm gonna make a spell. Cards. Get the cards. Get the cards. Nope, those are death cards. Dead wizard cards.
Oh, so quick side note while he's doing that.
Hmm.
I put a down payment on an actual desktop PC, so I won't be streaming off. Well, I'll use my laptop as the streaming end, and I'll use the PC as the gaming end. It's nothing too terribly fancy, but I can upgrade when I get more money, which will be nice. Hey, I found it for $650, so
That's not too
because
bad.
it is used, but I'm just gonna format the hard
Hold on.
drives and go with it from there. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get it soon. I was waiting till the hurricane blew over and I got paid and everything.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't realized that because I stuff and then everything's now. It's saying it's being shipped Monday, but the shit left North Carolina today, so that's probably coming. Like I have Prime, so everything was shipping Saturday.
Well, yeah, and you also bought it before a hurricane, so it's
I
gonna
didn't
take
realize.
longer.
I actually don't. I don't really pay attention to the news because when I was in retail, it was easier to know. But I'm in fucking.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna double check because I think it's coming tomorrow, like it was supposed to be.
I mean, I just have the news app on my phone. That's how I get most of mine.
I don't have that. I don't really. I'm trying to find a fucking quality that's funny. I found two that are fucking hysterical. Fine.
He's stacking
Actually,
the deck. He's cheating.
I got it. I
Hacks.
got it. I'm not stacking
Hacks.
it. Like, okay, so a spell has to have a source, a quality, and a delivery. The quality is optional. If you don't have a quality, you can just do a source and a delivery. You have to have a source, at least a source and a delivery. So if I was playing, for example, I guess Vlassen, I would go Mad King Munch the Nutcracker cast Howard Compass Doors Camel Toad Nipple Ninja.
What the fuck?
That's literally what it is. And then you would read the description of
Oh
each
my
spell.
god.
You read this. You would read this. What happens in each one. So like the first one, the Howard, destroy a treasure you control. If you do, each foe takes a creature, destroys a creature they control. The Camel Toad. The foe of your left discards 2 cards, and the foe on their left discards 3. The next foe on the left discards 4, and so on until each foe has discarded cards from their hands. And the Nipple Ninja, you have to roll, and the target is the foe of my choice. If I roll a 1 to 4, that's 1 damage. 5 to a 9, 2. 10 plus 3 damage, and I draw a card. Now the only way to be able to roll more dice is I have to match the little glyphs, like an elemental, primal, illusion creature. You have to match them. The more you match, the more dice you can roll. So you kind of, it's sometimes you just want to make a funny spell, sometimes play to do more damage. Last wizard standing wins. You're supposed to actually play 3 rounds, but a lot of times you only play like the one, and you're just like, God, there's just no way to top that one. It happens like that.
Just
That's a
dumb.
fun. It's dumb, but it's fucking hysterical. It's funny. And it was like what? I think it was like $20. That one's a fun one. I'm gonna definitely bring that Christmas Eve. See what my uncle says. But like, what the fuck are you playing with nipple ninjas?
Nipple salads.
Salads. I did bring
That
over a
that
lot of.
game that game just seems like something right up Krieg's alley.
No, because you wouldn't be able to know what the fuck you cast. You'd be like, okay, what'd you cast? Oh, okay. Um, and then there was that game you bought me for Christmas,
Which one?
Dice Forge.
Oh yeah, which we never got to play.
We never got to because I never finished. I opened it all up, and we never got to it because then dinner was served, and
Yeah,
we're just like,
because
all
we
right.
were eating dinner.
So we never got to it. Then I think we went to 5 Minute Dungeon because we were like, let's play that
No, we did.
because
No, we did 5 Minute Dungeon. Then we were gonna do that, and then dinner came, and then we started playing Sheriff of Nottingham.
right. Yeah, you're right. Um, and I brought over a lot. I brought over Fury of Dracula, where it's one player is Dracula and the rest are hunters, and you're just trying to track down Dracula. It's kind of based. It's more based off. It's kind of like think of it like a sequel to Bram Stoker's Dracula the novel. Again, Will Wheaton played it. Looked fun.
We
I
never
brought
got to.
over.
Yeah, we never got to play that.
No, we didn't get to because it got so late and we had so much fun. Eldritch Horror was another one I brought. That's a Call of Cthulhu. That's an H.P. Lovecraft style where you plays
This is
you
where the
plays
fun
a
begins.
character, the investigator, the different things.
Eddie, long time no see, my friend. How are you? And Cooch,
Sorry.
both of you
This is where
guys
the fun
rating me.
begins.
Holy crap! Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome. Eldritch was it's an H.P. Lovecraft style where we're trying to track down clues so we can fight the old one, and there's like a bunch of them. Like there's Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth, just all of them. The one that shall not be named that starts with an H, because if you say his name, it's bad luck.
But okay, I've never seen it do that before.
What?
Bot, please. I don't know what it just did.
I see a lot of girls
Yeah,
with
I don't know why it did like 4 links in a row like that.
holy shit.
How have you been? Busy. I don't
Very
get to
busy.
stream much at night anymore. I stream in the morning. I had a mild stroke, yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
How are you, Lady Edge? Long time no see. I'm doing well. Bot had a mild stroke. Yeah, I already said that. Am I having a mild stroke?
I don't know. God, we play Cards Against Humanity. It's usually like anytime we end game night with Cards Against Humanity. Always.
Mhm.
I don't have any expansions. I want to get the expansions. I think everybody here.
I almost bought it at Barnes and Noble.
You were close. I mean, you bought that one game, but you had to go return
I
it.
had to go return it. I bought. Okay, so another game that I've played but Rockstar hasn't is called Bang. It's like this Italian card game that's set in the Old West. Someone's a sheriff, someone's Debbie, someone's an outlaw, and I don't remember what the other 3 were. But it's a lot of fun. You get to shoot people, throw dynamite at people. It's
Yeah.
it's just fun.
Yes, Nura. Cards Against Humanity is Nura. Remember that one fucking time we first did it? That our friend Sam, she kept
Oh
fucking
my
winning.
god, she kicked
And
all of our asses.
yeah, here's the thing, everybody. Sam, our friend Sam, former coworker of ours, she's the nicest, sweetest person ever, and she had the best fucking cards. And I'm like, Sam, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, you're like, you have not seen my Twitter, have you? I'm like, no, I have
No,
not.
I have seen her Twitter.
Right, and I still haven't for that fucking reason. And I think was it Steph that kicked our asses the third time
It
we did it?
was. I got close. Like
Or
she and I were
second?
tied for a little bit, and then
Right.
she pulled out ahead.
Yeah, it was the second time. The third time I kicked a lot of people's asses because every time it was just like put one down, like who the fuck put like like Pac-Man guzzling a shit ton of cum or
I
something like
don't
that.
remember. I think
And
it
then
might have been Dan.
it was just like No, but it's like anytime I put like one down, it's like who put it down, and I just like raise my hand. You're like, God damn it! It's like, mm. Oh god, that one's just so fun. And then I bought Sushi Go, and we never got to play Sushi Go.
Sushi Go is fun. I've played that
I've
one.
never played again. Like I've seen it on YouTube played, and I really wanted to play it. And when we went to Barnes and Nobles, I was like, oh shit, I gotta buy it.
Yeah, Sushi Go is really fun. It's really
I think it was
fast too.
yeah, I think Sushi Go. Yeah, Sushi Go was the same day when I bought Epic Spell Wars, and I bought Arkham Horror, which we can't play because it's only meant for 1 to 2 players.
Yeah, Arkham Horror's two people or three. I don't
It says a game for 1 to 2 players.
know.
That's why I bought the
There's
Eldritch Horror. That's why I bought the
Eldritch
Eldritch.
Horror is more, I think.
It's up to 8 players.
Yeah.
Like like that's what's kind of suck. I was like, damn. But usually we only have like, it's like counting me and Vlas, it's only like 2 or 3 other people, so it's like about 5 of us.
Yeah, it's usually I think the most we've had is 5.
Yep.
Not counting the brother. Lady Edge, thank you for the host.
Oh yeah, my brother,
appreciate
my
it.
my 2 cousins, they came.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I could not play with your brother though.
No, I don't blame you. He's gotten
I
better.
still don't like your brother.
He's gotten better. He still pisses me off from time to time, but he's gotten a lot better than before.
I will be the judge of that.
You will not be, because you don't have to fucking play with him.
I mean, fair.
I mean, I'm not dragging his ass down to fucking Charleston. Fuck no. He'll bitch the whole time.
Right?
He'll bitch the whole time. There's no Fortnite. I can't play games. I can't go fucking do this. I can't go hang out with my friends. Like, you motherfucker, you wanted to go to Charleston. Well, I don't want to go now.
Well, too
Get the fuck
bad.
out. Get the fuck out of the car. Go hitchhike back home. Nah, I'd get fucking killed. My mother would kill me if I did that to him. No, he's not. He wouldn't even want to go. He'd be like, oh, no, I don't want to go. Stuck in a car for 2 hours. He'd be fucking bothering the shit out of us for 2 hours, like after the first 20 minutes.
Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Are we
No,
there
he would
yet?
just like, he probably would just sit there and like say like, why are we listening to Little Peep? This is bullshit.
Oh
I'm not listening to
God.
fucking rap music. I don't give a shit.
That's okay. My niece's thing is Baby Shark. So like every time we get in the car, can we turn on Baby Shark? No.
That's why I bring headphones when I get in the car, because the kids want to listen to fucking JoJo Siwa and fucking Drake.
God.
So I'm just
Please
like,
no.
headphones. Saint Estonia, thank you. Saint Estonia, thank you. Which is it's the band that the former lead singer of 3 Days Grace made. It's good. If you're a big fan of 3 Days Grace, go listen to Saint Estonia. Not sponsored.
Oh,
They just
for those who haven't seen this before,
What?
we usually do this. We do this every couple weeks. Rockstar and I just chat about whatever we feel like talking.
oh.
What?
You forgot to change the date.
I didn't.
Hey, this is Sundays.
Because it's supposed to be Sunday.
Right, true.
The only reason we're doing it today is because I actually have a Friday off.
Right,
And because we didn't do it Sunday because we were both exhausted as all hell.
Right. Fucking just beat, and then I had to do it quick because I got my tattoo.
Yeah. That's why we did Borderlands.
Over 2.5 fucking hours. And anybody who hasn't gotten a tattoo or is interested, they don't hurt. Like, it feels like somebody just poking you when you have sunburn. But like when they're fucking doing the shading, it hurts. It hurts a little bit. I think I only said ow twice. And that was during the shading. Like right now, it's fucking like I want to itch it so goddamn badly, but I can't because I'm gonna ruin it because it's still healing. So there's like dead skin on it, but I can't peel it either. So I'm healing fast. Again, somewhere you get it. Yeah, I got it on the upper left, my upper left arm, Jed. It's a cross with two hummingbirds holding a sash. It has my grandfather's name and date and his death dates as a memorial tattoo. Been wanting for years, and I finally got it done. I'm gonna get my next one. I'm gonna talk to the person that did it. Get my next one. It's gonna be a skull, half a skull without the jawbone, a raven on top of it. The skull's gonna have vampire fangs, and out of one of the eyes is gonna be a tentacle, and the other eye is gonna have another sign, and another is gonna say, "Even in death, may you be triumphant." Just an homage to my three favorite writers: Darren Shan, Edgar Allan Poe, and H.P. Lovecraft.
Nice.
So once I'm gonna send her pictures, and I'll have to pay for it. But Vlas, if you want a tattoo, just let me know, and I'll get you in touch with her, and she'll do it at your place.
Maybe one day.
I mean, she'll give you a price, and then she can do it at her house, and she'll bandage it up. She has clean equipment. I mean, shit, her J job is tattooing the permanent makeup. People will get like fucking
I
eyeliner.
still don't understand permanent makeup.
They're
That
getting
needs a
eyeliner.
Bashi tat. No, I do not.
I think I already know what Vlas's first tattoo would be.
What?
You would get something either like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones style, or like a D&D tattoo.
Probably a mix of things.
Like that's what I'm figuring. I'm trying to get ones that have meaning. The first two at least having meaning, and if I get other ones, it'd probably be like little things.
Yeah.
But like I might get like a I don't know. I had thought about doing it, but don't want to get a tattoo on my wrist, like a charm bracelet tattoo, and have like a Freddy glove, a hockey mask, just like horror movie stuff that I watch.
No, Nurok. I'm not getting Nora as a tattoo.
The fuck is? Oh, is that from Game of Thrones? I
No,
touched.
it's from our Thursday D&D campaign.
Vlass is gonna get an owl bear tattoo.
No.
Yes. Everybody go get a tattoo. They don't hurt. They're addicting though. Once you
Yeah,
get
they
one,
say
you get an
once you
itch.
get one, you'll never stop.
Right. I don't think I'm gonna be like that. I really second one, but I don't think I'm gonna be like have like sleeves. Skip ahead 5 years later. I walk up, hey Vlass, what's up? Fucking sleeves.
What are you, Post Malone?
No, I don't know if that's the thing. Like I always told myself when I was a kid, it's like I'm gonna get sleeves. I'm gonna get my chest tatted. I'm gonna get my back tatted. I'm gonna be fucking tattooed up. I'm gonna get my neck tattooed. Fucking fast forward 10 years later. No. Shit, I wanted to get.
I think all of us have dreams we want as a kid, and then we grow up, we're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Well, I always told myself if I ever got one tattoo, it would be the one I have. So I did it, and it wasn't bad. I literally we just sat there and talked, and I watched YouTube. I literally sat. She came to my house, sat in my computer chair in the kitchen. She sat in her sat in her stool, got everything out, and just started fucking working.
I like how the conversation went from board games to tattoos.
Well, I had to mention it, but anyway, back to board games. Oh, I got one. Thanks for reminding me because I just looked over. It's
What?
the one everybody hates
Is
that
it
I
that
own.
fucking lightning reaction game?
Yes.
I hate that thing.
Yes.
I hate that
Oh,
thing. I don't know why
oh,
you bought it. And every
because I
time we do a board game night, he brings it. And he says, oh, come on,
no
just do
wait
it once.
wait no no. I didn't bring it when I brought it to your house because I couldn't fit. I didn't. I told you I wasn't gonna bring it because I kept joking I was gonna bring it and I didn't bring it because I was like I was gonna mess with it.
All of us hate it.
Everybody doesn't know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much you hold these handles that have a button on the top, and the middle, you have to push the middle, and the light flashes and makes music. The second light learns green. You have to push the button. Whoever pushes the button first gets saved. The other ones get shocked, and you could set it up to like low to very high. I put it on very high, and my cousin did it, and he said his hand was like it felt like when your hand falls asleep. Fell asleep for like 2 minutes. It's like all like pins and needles. He was saying. And I did it to my aunt, and she's like, "What the fuck?" She couldn't let go of it because it hurt. And I brought it out, and I think was it Steph that started freaking out. She's like, She's like, "No, no." I was like, "Come on, just try it." No. And the funny shit was when I was like, this is probably the funniest thing. The only thing that was kind of funny with Hurricane Florence last year when I lost my house. Um, I said everybody in chat's like, "Don't worry, guys, I found it and I saved it." I said, "Picture," and Vlask goes like, "Oh Lord."
It's the worst.
I
It's the worst thing.
think I took the batteries out because I needed the batteries. I think I'm just gonna bring it to my cousin's house and do it like with my uncles and shit. I think that's the main reason why I bought it, just to fuck with people.
I think
Like,
that
yeah, no,
was why you bought it. Because I remember you telling me about it when you found it.
I found it online because I seen people on like I've seen like Markiplier have it, fucking Game Grumps. I've seen it on like on Facebook videos, and like it looks so. I was like, God, this looks like so painful, but I think everybody's just like having so much fun. Oh, but they fucking hate it.
Yeah. It I'm sure you
Uh,
can't tell by my tone of voice, but I hate that.
you didn't even did it. I don't think, you never
Yeah,
even
you did.
tried.
Yeah,
No,
I
you never
did.
tried. Did you?
Yeah, remember I tried it? Steph tried it.
Yeah, Steph got shocked and she dropped it instantly. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Uh, the only thing, like, I mean, I just listed every board game I own.
And then there's board game that I own that I will probably never open ever.
Oh,
It's the BioShock 1 Siege of Columbia.
Mm.
Because I bought it when it was new and it was still $80.
Damn.
And I can't even. Oh, now it's $32. Okay, I might buy another copy. Actually played the stupid thing. I feel stupid now. But
Well, no, I mean, like, um, what's a good example? Uh, fucking Unspeakable Words was almost $50 before I bought it, and then it went down to 30.
mm,
And now, like, the edition I have, which is the second edition, because they have a third edition. The second edition is like $100. I think so. I'll double check. Go ahead and explain the Columbia. I'm trying to fix my.
I haven't even played it. I haven't even opened it, so
What was there was another game you brought out game night. We never got to it.
the Tiny Epic games.
That one, and there was like a Game of Thrones
Oh,
one.
Game of Thrones Monopoly, but I didn't want to play that. Oh
No,
no, or was it Game of Thrones the card
that's
Hand
it.
of the King that I never actually
Monopoly.
played?
Mon- Monopoly is banned on our game night,
Monopoly is banned. It takes too long.
even though our friend Steph has a Sailor Moon Monopoly.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It's banned.
I
I'm gonna look up
bookmarked this for.
Unspeakable Words. Oh, never mind. Edition I have is $20 now on Amazon. The deluxe
Yeah,
edition is like $30. That's the kid version. That's the
I
one that's more colorful.
I recently got One Night Ultimate Werewolf and One Night Ultimate Vampire.
Which I really want to play.
They're on clearance right now at Sam's, like $13.
Yeah.
for that same pack that I got.
The other game I wanted to get, I haven't got a chance to get it. It's called Gloom. It's a card game where each player takes control of a family, and you're pretty much trying to make your family so miserable that they want to kill that like, you have to kill them off.
What?
But you tell it's like well yeah it's a storytelling game.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets like stupid. It's like, guys, I have some terrible news. Henry over here, he uh he got on a train and it was attacked by bees,
Attacked
and
by bees.
he kept screaming, "Not the bees!" But it's too early. But that reference doesn't happen for years later because
Bees.
I wanted to get that. You know what? Let me just fucking look up my goddamn book board games list on Amazon because I sometimes find board games that are interesting and I put them on a list.
I
Well,
need
I
to
know I'm not getting this
so
one because you guys will lose.
what?
Buy it. Trivial Pursuit Horror Movie Edition.
Oh yeah, no, I would totally. Oh,
Yeah, here it is.
while I have more of you here, something I told Rockstar about before the show. I'm thinking about maybe once a month doing like a trivia type thing on here. It's sort of like you get a topic and you have to tell me something or tell the stream something we don't know that's worth knowing about that topic. Someone fact checks it, make sure it's legit, and then whoever has the most interesting thing as done by a vote will win a prize like a $10 Steam gift card or something. So it'd be a fun way to get people involved, you know?
Hmm. I said it sounds interesting. See how it works. Another one I want to get is Fortune and Glory. It's like
What's that?
that one is like a Indiana Jones style like adventure game where you're picking an adventure and you're going to these other places trying to collect treasures and you're fighting Nazis. So
Nice.
similar like Indiana Jones. It's a fun game. It looked really fun. You get to pick, it's it sounds pretty fun when I found it. But at the time when I first found it, it was like a $300 fucking dollars to get it. Now I lowered it down to $79 because it was
Nice.
pretty rare, I guess, because they released other expansions and different versions of it, like Fortune and Glory Treasure Hunters. Oh no, never mind. That's an expansion. Never mind. But this is the one I was talking about earlier when we were talking about Betrayal. It's called Betrayal Legacy. And the description reads: the history you tell is one you create. Journey back to the beginning of the creative unique story told through several generations of families obsessed with the house. Your actions will tell the murderous origin of its construction and uncover its darkest secrets as you and your fellow explorers follow a dizzy path of madness to very reveal. Will you survive the horrifying truth to become just another ghastly corpse in a house on the hill's history? And it actually has 3 different haunt books. So I might actually go buy this very soon. Because we played Betrayal at House on the Hill and we love that's like our go to.
Hmm.
So I might get that. Let me try that out. I think I'm gonna order that very soon. I would get Lords of Waterdeep because that's something right up your alley.
I think
Because
you were
it's
telling me.
mm-hmm. Jet, you might be interested in this one if you never heard of it. Lords of Waterdeep. Anybody who's a fan of D&D will love this because in D&D quests, you play as the adventurer going on, these quests and stuff. In Lords of Waterdeep, you're the shadowy people sending these people onto quests. So it's like they have like the different quests. Like that's where I got the whole domesticate owl bears thing. because they Will Wheaton played it with Patrick Rothfuss, who's a fantasy author. Uh, the other guy who's with the Freddie Wong channel on YouTube, and Felicia Day. They all play Lords of Waterdeep, and it was probably the first one I ever watched that had a 2 hour game.
What? Nope. Hang on. My internet cut out. Hang on. Okay. My upload died.
So we're not
So
live right now.
we're still live. Just repeat the last 30 seconds.
I'll just run through it all over again. In Lords of Waterdeep, you pick a lord, and it's like how D&D is, where your adventure is being sent on quests by shadowy people. You're actually the shadowy organization sending these people out on quests. It's a long game.
Sounds interesting.
There's another one I just found. The same guys who made Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Nice.
Betrayal at Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate is from D&D.
So this one actually might be another one. The shadow of Baal has come over Baldur's Gate, summoning monsters and other horrors of the dark to explore. As you build and explore the iconic city's dark alleys and deadly catacombs, you must work with your fellow adventurers to survive the terrors. That is until horrific evil turns one, or possibly more of you against each other. Was it Mind Flasher, Sonic Blast, or the whispering of a deranged ghost that caused this turn? No choice but keep your enemies close. I'm sold. We're getting this one.
Sounds interesting.
No, I'm sold. I'm buying it. Buying now. No, I'm just kidding. I can't buy it right now. I'm buying on my next paycheck. I'm gonna get both of them. The Legacy one was like one I was very interested in getting, because like we go in this house with this, we don't know the history of it. Now we're actually gonna build the history of the house.
Hmm.
But that one's more D&D, and so that might be fun to play that one. Of course, if when I do get these two, we will decide ahead of time. Do you want me to bring Betrayal, or do you want me to bring
Yeah.
a different one, or do you want me to bring both? Like two of them. I'm not going to bring all three. We would pick one, and then whichever one we didn't play, we would play it next time.
Hmm.
Oh, there's a expansion for Sheriff of Nottingham, which has more merchants. I might have to get that to get more merchants and more items. That's the beauty thing about Amazon. You look at one thing and it's like, here, you bought this board game.
It's like, here, 15 other things that relate to the first thing.
Don't you have Munchkin?
No.
Because I'm just kind of looking, because I've already talked about every board game I own.
Yeah, I don't.
Munchkin.
I've heard of Munchkin, but I've never actually played it.
How about this one, Mice and Mystics?
Nope.
This one I have seen play. Will Wheaton again. I keep mentioning him. We're not sponsored by the Will Wheaton channel. It's just like anytime I need it for a good board game, I watch that. Mice and Mystics. Once upon a time, in a kingdom of Owendale, there lived a kind but lonely king who had no queen to help him the country or raise his son, Prince Colin. One autumn day, an emissary arrived at the castle, mysterious, beautiful Queen Ventrissa. Before long, the king announced his intention to marry Ventrissa, and the dark days came. Adventure awaits in Mice and Mystics. Players take on the roles of those still loyal to the king, but to escape the clutches of Ventrissa, they have been turned into mice. Play as cunning field mice who must race through a castle now 20 times larger than the castle, will be a dangerous place with dangerous minions in control. But now countless other terrors also await heroes who are but the size of figs.
Size of fig.
Figs. Well, they're
Interesting.
mice. It's like a D&D, but you're mice. Oops, I know I'm going to buy 2 more board games. Even though we don't have another fucking game night planned.
Right.
But that legacy one I've been meaning to get for so long. When I first saw it, I didn't know about the other one. The other one I just found out now. So all in all, Vlas, what would you say is your favorite thing about doing game nights?
Just hanging out with people you like and playing games and being stupid. Stuff you can't do at work.
Right, because they consider that slacking off, which is bullshit.
It's like you can't sit in a chair.
Well, I can.
Well, I can't.
I can now. When we're not doing anything. I consider doing
Depends
game
on who
nights.
your boss is. Yeah, right.
Pretty much, yeah. It really depends on what your job is, really. Um, like I would consider game nights to be um like as I can't like you pretty much really like it's an escape. It's a way to escape from reality and just sit down with a couple friends and just get lost in a story that you tell through a game, especially ones that have a lot of role playing and
Hmm.
pretty much to smile and laugh and keep your mind off things that are stressing you out. It helps you. It alleviates your stress. It brings families. Tabletop games, I think, are never going to die,
Oh
even with the
no.
advent of even with all these video games consoles coming out and new games, great, better graphics. Everybody's going to keep going back to just card games and board games and D&D.
Hell, even on computers, we have tabletop series.
Right. Like you can never get away from it. It's entertained people for thousands of years. It's probably going to entertain thousands and thousands of years. It's so Dean like going back D&D. D&D is so popular. They have a comic book series about it that I've read. That's based off of like a podcast, The Adventure Zone, not sponsored. Um, well, yeah, like board games just a way to escape from the world and just sit back, have fun, where you can imagine yourself. Like it pretty much brings back your childhood memories. Like you going out in the yard. I don't know if I never did this. Going out in the yard with a stick and imagining you're a
Oh, I
knight
did
fighting
that.
dragons, but now you actually get to do it in the board game as an adult, and it's considered okay because this is something adults do.
Oh, I totally did.
Nope, I actually use Nerf guns. Look, um, it's a way to you can go into a board game and imagine yourself as a knight, or imagine yourself as an explorer investigating a creepy house, or imagine yourself as a vampire hunter tracking down Dracula, or becoming a merchant and trying not to get caught selling illegal goods by a fat sheriff, a
You
fat
had so
pompous.
many names.
He's just really just bringing that up.
You had so many names.
I'm Sir Breddington. I'm Sir Beersworth. I don't drink beer. Like, oh, but you keep changing your name. Okay, the story with why I kept changing my name was that the joke with the running gag
It was
eventually just became
great.
I kept changing my name, and he kept claiming he doesn't drink alcohol because the wife tells him not to, is what I was trying to get to. And the reason why he keeps changing his name is because so goddamn much that he can't remember his own name.
He
And it
can't
is
remember
real.
his own name.
That's the whole
You
thing.
guys shot each other with BB guns back in the day. Older, not the smartest idea. Yeah, right.
I've been shot with a BB gun. I got shot with a ricochet. I have a scar still on my arm because all I hear was poof, like the air
Is
escaping the
it the
gun.
airsoft gun?
No, like Red Ryder BB gun,
Oh,
metal BB. I hear it ping, and then I phoom, in my arm, and I fucking actually spun 180 because it was so fucking forced because it bounced off a house and it was
Jesus.
like in my arm.
Bounced off a house.
Yeah, we were shooting it and it bounced off the house and it went right next. Because I lived in like those those like neighborhoods that the houses were really close together.
Oh, yeah.
Not like how it is a lot, like how the last two houses I've been living in, where it's like the neighbors are somewhat at a distance, which just makes it feel like a Long Island,
It's not
like
like my neighbor,
right. Which is what I like. I like to be away from my neighbors.
right? I don't like
like my
being
pri-
top people.
I like my privacy because the last neighbors I had when I lived in one of those types of neighborhoods thought I was a fucking Unabomber. I told the story before. I
Yeah,
think I told you the story. Uh,
that was
long
a
story.
thing.
Yeah. Long story short, I order a lot of stuff on Amazon. As you can tell, I was just literally reading stuff on Amazon. I buy a lot of my books, comic books, manga, my horror movies, comedies, animes, that kind of shit. Anyway, and usually they would come on a day I was off. And when I'm off, I don't get dressed unless I'm going out. I tend to just wear basketball shorts and a t-shirt because I just lounge around. I don't do my hair. My hair looks like shit. And I look like I'm fucking tired all the time because that's what it is. Because I go to bed super fucking late when I'm off.
He
So,
does. Can't
and these
confirm.
boxes, and every time, almost maybe every other week, at one time every other week, a box would keep coming to the house. I come out, grab it, and go right back in the house. Come back out later, throw out the box. That my neighbor came over, was like, "I thought you were a Unabomber," out of the blue. And I had to explain it to her. I was like, "No, I read a lot." And I showed her literally pictures of my bookshelves and my fucking DVD collections. Like, I'm a big film and I
Did
like
it ever click that at your age it's physically impossible for you to be the fucking Unabomber?
yes.
Apparently not to them.
Apparently not. Again, they were very, very nosy old retirees. I lived in a neighbor, like my neighbors for that when we first did game night. They, like, especially the three closest to me from across the two across the street and the one right next door. They're very fucking nosy, and they're both on the home council. So it just sucks. They're very fucking nosy. And it's just like I was like, I'm not gonna have them fucking think that I'm gonna have the cops come like as saying where the fuck are the bombs at. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Unless you're talking about in Saints Row or GTA 5. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was like, the
People
only.
just want to believe what they want to believe.
Well,
That's
I
all it
kind of
is.
thought about it, and that's why I was like thinking, well, yeah, I look like I'm I stay up all night. I'm not like in like clothes. I'm not like in like actual clothes you go out in. I'm in lounging around. It's like, motherfucker, I'm comfortable in my clothes. Why the fuck do I want to change into jeans and a t-shirt when I could stay in like nice comfy basketball shorts and a t-shirt and just sit in there and relax all day?
That's why I
Is it
love living in the country. I have privacy and everyone leaves everyone the fuck alone. Pretty
I mean,
much.
my last two neighbors, they left us the fuck alone, which I like. They don't bother with us, we don't bother with them. Everybody's happy. They don't come over and say, "Hey, you can do this with your lawn and make it better." Motherfucker, you want to do it? You want to cut the grass? Be my guest. I'll sit back and read my manga and play my video games. You go ahead and cut the grass for me.
Right.
'Cause you got all that free time on your fucking hands. I don't. I gotta go to. But yeah, no neighbors here. They don't. They really don't fucking care, which is nice. But last thoughts you had to put in, Wes?
I think we pretty much covered everything. And
Yeah.
basically, game nights are fun.
Yep.
Everyone should do
And
one at some point. Just get a group of friends together and hang out, play some
even
games, eat junk food.
even if yeah, even if it's just you have fucking mousetrap. Fuck's
We
sakes.
had one neighbor
Or
who literally tried to rule the neighborhood by enforcing his rules. Everyone told him to go fuck off, and he ended up moving out because the entire town hated him. Nice.
good.
See, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Um, I actually started laughing. Um, the neighborhood I used to live in before I moved out, where I'm at now, it was a
Yeah.
military. It was like a military training facility back in World War II. I'm at home on my day off.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm at home on my day off. Everybody's at work, and my younger siblings are gone. I'm playing video games. I pause the game. I'm going to get a drink out of the fridge. All I hear is boom, and the house shakes. And I'm like, the fuck was that?
Yeah, they're still
I,
finding those.
yeah, I thought it was the fucking air conditioning unit up in the attic that fell. Because it felt like, because it literally shook the house. Because the house we lived in was a piece of shit. Like, shit would break. The air conditioning broke down fucking 10 times. The landlord did shit about it. We had to call him numerous times, and he finally sent somebody out. Fucking sinks would break easily. The fucking window in my bedroom during Hurricane Matthew back 2 years ago fucking leaked, and my room smelled like mildew. It stunk, and he didn't do anything about it. But anyway, I thought it was like it just fell. So I go to check up the attic. It's still there. I'm like, okay, so it didn't fall. Then another boom. I'm like, the fuck is going? I'm thinking, oh shit, it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we
That's
know it.
like, oh god, it's happening. Zombie apocalypse. I rush outside, nothing. I'm like, okay, neighbors aren't bothered. I'm like, all right, either I'm hearing shit, I'm hearing and feeling shit, I'm going crazy, or it's something that they know of. I shut the door. Stops after that. Hour later, I check social media, and it was that they were doing construction on a road to connect it to a major highway down here, and they found old landmines that were still active.
Yeah, they're still finding unexploded ordnance and everything.
So those two big loud bangs and the house shaking, that was the landmines going off, and they were about mm, mm, I'd say about 15 miles away from my house.
Yep.
10, 15. So it was pretty close. Glad we
And,
don't fucking live there.
and now Ollie with the breaking news. It done blowed up. Thanks, Ollie.
And here's Ollie.
Here's Ollie with the weather report. It gonna rain. Thanks, Ollie.
And here comes Ollie with the weather report. Ollie, what do we got? Everything blowing the fuck up. Thanks, Ollie. I
Ollie, anything
can't
we can bring you out there? Bring me some soup. What kind? Choke it.
believe
All right, we'll get right on it, Ollie.
it's raining sideways. Where's the river? 2 miles down the other. Can we bring anything? Bring me some soup. What kind? Choke it. I love when they they legalized marijuana in that episode. It's
And
like,
then
Ollie, what's the weather like? Not too bad.
he's so mellowed.
I can't believe that's fucking Phil Lamar. I didn't know that Phil Lamar, who does fucking Samurai Jack and fucking
Yeah,
Hermes Conrad. I was like, God, I did not
yeah.
fucking know
Phil
that was
Lamar
him.
is great.
I didn't know he did fucking Bulby and Jimmy Neutron.
I didn't know that either.
He does. I just literally found a video where he's talking about. I didn't even know Fiction. He's in Pulp
I
Fiction.
I knew he did Samurai Jack, and I knew he did
Yeah,
yeah
I know he did Hermes.
Hermes. Yeah.
He did Hermes. He did Aquaman and Injustice. He did Sam B and Dead Island. And he did a bunch of other things. I didn't know he was fucking Bulby. I didn't know he was fucking Ollie Williams. There's so many of it. I didn't know. I knew he was Dracula after, like, I didn't know at first. Then I finally, when I heard I was hearing another voice he did on like a Mad TV. I was like, oh, he's fucking Dracula from Billy and Mandy. Dracula. He's done so much fucking shit. He's so awesome. But anyway, God, that we should have just called this. We talk about board games and other shit.
Something I learned today. Elspeth, the caster here on Twitch, voiced the handler. What's the handler of from Monster Hunter? I've never played Monster Hunter.
I never either. I mean, that's what's Aaron Hansen, one of the Grumps, is in Dragon Age Inquisition. He's a dwarf. He's he's an NPC dwarf that just they talk about it. This is a clip you can find online. He actually, before he did Game Grumps, he was going to be Bruce Banner in Marvel Alliance 3. He was going to be the Hulk.
Oh,
But
really?
they decided not to use it. He's on the the PSP version of it, but he's not on the home console version. He's on the PSP version. His audio clips are still used. And I just turned on my fucking flashlight on my phone. I didn't realize it.
Good job.
Shut up.
Okay, I think before we ramble on for another half hour about random stuff,
Right. We'll end it here.
Lindy, thank you everyone for hanging out. We do appreciate it. Thank you, Eddie and Cooch, for the rage. You guys are all awesome. Thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank you. Don't forget to if you haven't followed Vlast, definitely follow him right now. Turn on notifications anytime where either he's on or me and him are collaborating. Also, I've been starting solo live streaming myself. Actually, if my Xbox works, which it does, thank Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna be live streaming some more Dead by Daylight tonight for a couple hours.
There's his Twitch link if you want to go see him. I'm gonna be hosting him as well.
I'm gonna play some Dead by Daylight. The title's gonna be Freddy and Ghostface and Ash. Oh my! Because I did it last night for 2.5 hours. Last watched me. I was playing as Freddy the fucking time, and I fucking wrecked to the last 2 matches.
I think that was when my phone was dying.
Yeah, the match, your phone was dying. I got pissed, and I did one more, and then I fucking quit. I was done. I went to bed. Watch me fail as a survivor a bunch of shit times, and watch me.
Are you gonna use Ashy Slashy?
Yes, I have my Ashy Slashy. But
okay, we're rambling again.
Yeah, but yeah, and if you wanna hit a follow for me and turn notifications on, I haven't got a schedule going yet. I'm trying to get a schedule going because I don't want it conflicting with what I do with Last here, which we play Borderlands and we do this podcast. So for right now, it's usually going to be whenever I get a chance or I feel like doing one. And it would be at night. If you ever want to know, if you're not subscribed or you don't go on the Twitch for notifications, I do put it on Discord under the Apollyon promote. Whenever I'm live streaming, I try to do it an hour in advance. And I have a link to my Twitch there. Because it doesn't matter if I don't get the affiliation with Twitch. I just really want people to chat with while I'm playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing.
That's why I started.
Right. And that's why we do this podcast. That's why it's free, because it's fun.
It is fun. We enjoy it.
That's right. Because it costs us $0.00, and it costs you $0.00. But if you'd like to donate $100 to me, that'd be swell. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't donate me €100. Donate me.
That's a callback to something way back when I first started streaming.
Yeah.
100 pesos. 6 million peso man.
The 6 million peso man. Can he do everything like the $1 million man? No. Pledge.
We need more lemon play.
Why don't you just go buy it yourself?
No. You buy it. I clean.
Mr. Superman, no here.
Now we're rambling again.
Yeah, okay, let's end this. So I'm gonna be live in about, what time is it? I just gotta run and use the restroom quick, so give me about 5 minutes. And I'll be live on Twitch. You want to ask me some questions? You want to just watch me fuck up so many times or have some fun?
Go watch it. It's fun.
It's fun, as I will say the most random shit.
You will.
Because it's funny. I try to make it funny.
Are you streaming Bashi? No, he's streaming Dead by Daylight.
I'm streaming Dead by Daylight edition. Because I'll play as Ghostface every time I stock Bashi.
Oh my god.
If they make you happy, Narok, I will. You know what? I will do it for you, Narok. I will do it once for you. I'm gonna play as Ghostface, and I'll go bashi 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 bashi. It's gonna be my.
God damn it.
I will do it
Okay.
for. I'll
Go
do it for
go
Narok.
watch Rockstar. I'm gonna be posting this episode up on YouTube probably tomorrow before I go to work. I don't know if I'm streaming in the morning or not. We'll see.
Can't get it out of my
I
head.
might stream Assassin's Creed because I started that today and I'm loving it.
Yes, I want him to because I've told him for fucking how long it's right up your alley because it's a great RPG, and Odyssey is going to be worse for him because it's more like a real RPG with a lot of decisions. He's never going to want to stop playing Odyssey. I took a break from it because I was playing it so damn much. Because I think I've a total of almost 2 weeks, like hour-wise, into that game.
Right. I'll
But
see
anyway,
you all later. Hope everyone has a good night.
have a good night, everybody. I'll
I'm
see you
gonna
in
host.
10 minutes over
Yeah,
on my Twitch channel.
I'm gonna host Rockstar. I'll see y'all later.